morning, class 8 and 9. I'm going to write some practice questions of Unit 2 force. Force and motion for the final examination. Question number 1 is as follows. Prove that A, B equal U plus AT, B, S equal UT plus half AT square, C, B square equal U square plus twice S, D, F equal MA. Here you have to state Newton's the second law of motion. Question number 2 is distinguish between speed and velocity, B, speed and acceleration, scalar vector, C, velocity and acceleration. Don't write one point. It is a vector, That point is not necessary to write down. Same point. उस्तै भयो भने नलेख्ने, different मात्रै लेख्ने. Another scalar and vector with example. See, average velocity and relative velocity, distance and displacement, see, uniform and variable motion. A body with uniform motion has uniform velocity. A body having variable motion has variable speed or velocity. Question number 1, prove. Question number 2, distinguish between. They are equally important for classes 8 and 9. Question number 3, state Newton's laws of motion. First law, second law, third law. What do they do to the force? बललाई न्यूटनका laws of motion ले के गर्छन्? First of all, state first law, then second law, third law, and what do they do? The first law defines the force, second law measures the amount of force, and the third law qualifies the force or shows the effects of force. Question number 4. Define 1 Newton and 1 dyne. Show their relation. 1 Newton is the amount of force needed to produce an acceleration of 1 meter per second square on a body of mass 1 kg. 1 dyne is the amount of force needed to produce an acceleration of 1 centimeter per second square on a body of mass 1 gram. Show the relation. 1 Newton equal 10 to the power 5 dynes, or 1 dyne equal 10 to the power minus 5 Newton. SI unit Newton, CGS unit dyne. Question number 4. Question number 5. See, write some examples of the laws of motion. Example, Dini. Question number 6. State reasons There are so many questions related to first law, second law, and third law. On firing a bullet from a gun, it requires. It depends upon the third law of motion. Third law, action forward, reaction backward. See, another, this is the third law. It is dangerous to get off a running bus. See, catching a cricket ball is more difficult than catching a tennis ball moving with the same speed. You have to state the scientific reasons. Question number 6. 6C. D. When a bus suddenly starts to move from rest, the passengers fall backwards. Another, when a running bus suddenly stops, the passengers fall forward. Here, when a bus suddenly starts to move from rest, means rest to motion. This is the E number is the case of motion to rest. A fan keeps on moving for some time even after it is switched off. Means inertia, motion. There are so many questions related to first law, second law, and third law motion. You can practice more and more. Question number 7 is numerical. Question number 7, numericals. A body of mass, say 2 quintals, say a body or a bus, you can write body of mass 8 quintals runs at 108 kilometers per hour and stops in 15 seconds. Find the retarding force and the distance traveled. At first it may be difficult, so I just give you hint how to solve the problem. यो प्रब्लम गर्ने तरिका चाहिँ हिन्ट मात्र दिन्छु म. M 8 quintal means 8 into 100 kg runs at 108 km per hour. 108 into 1000 by 3600 meter per second. The body stops. The bus stops. Final velocity be 0. Time is 15 seconds. Then retardation b minus u by t. Distance b plus u by 2 into t. And force ma. In this way, you can solve this problem. This is the case of from motion to rest. Now, rest to motion as well. A bus starts to move from rest. And a bus starts to move from rest and from rest. Its acceleration and mass are say 1.5 meter per second square and 6 quintals. Find the force, distance moved, and final velocity in say 1 minute. How to solve the problem? Mass is given 6 into 100. Acceleration given. Starts from rest u equal given. Time is also given 1 minute. You can easily find the required things. Question number 7A, 7B. C. A vehicle runs at say 72 kilometers per hour and in say 20 seconds it covers 1200 meters. Find its acceleration and the final velocity. How to solve this problem? See, a vehicle runs. I just give you hint because it is the practice question. A vehicle runs at 72 kilometers. That means initial velocity is 72 kilometers per hour. 72 into 1000 by 3600 meter per second. Here final velocity b is not 0. It is moving by the time is 20 seconds. Distance is 1200 meter. Acceleration what? Final velocity what? Oh, u b equal u plus at, s equal b plus u by 2 into t, b square equal u square plus twice s. Which formula is this formula? We know s equal b plus u by 2 into t. This formula is necessary because there is time. There is no time. B, we don't know B, we don't know A. यसमा B र A दुवै थाहा छैन. Don't use this formula. यसमा B र A दुवै थाहा छैन, यो पनि नगर्ने. S equals B plus U by 2 into T. S formula, S value 1200, B unknown, U by cutting you will get 20 by 2 into time is 20 seconds. Now यसले काट्ने यसलाई काट्न मिल्छ 120 minus 20 equal V. That means V equal 100 meter per second. Final velocity. What is the acceleration? V minus U by T. V is 100, U is equal 20 by time is 20 seconds. 80 by 20 is 4 meter per second square. In this way, you can solve these problems. Question number C. Question number D. A body is projected upwards with the velocity of, say, 20 points. Is 39.2 meter per second. This is the case of upward motion. A body is projected upwards with a velocity of 39.2 seconds. Find the maximum height to it ascends. How high does it go? A body is projected vertically upwards. Projected upwards with a velocity. Solution or hint. In the case of upward motion, initial velocity 39.2 meter per second. V equals 0. Why? At the maximum height, a body goes up and it again comes down due to the gravitational force. Here G equal minus 9.8 meter per second square. S max, maximum height equal what? We don't know the maximum height. Formula equal B square minus U square by twice G. B is 0 minus U 39.2 whole square upon 2 into G minus 9.8. You can easily find maximum height. How to find the time taken to go to reach that height? T equal B minus U by G. B given, U given and G given. You can easily find the value of time taken. Another, downward motion. A stone of mass, say 90 gram, is dropped, allowed to fall into a deep well, and it reaches there in 10 seconds. Find the depth of the well. कति गहिरो छ त्यो यिनीहरू पत्ता लगाउनलाई के गर्नु पर्ने? A stone of mass 90 gram is dropped or allowed to fall into a deep well, and it reaches there in 10 seconds. Find the depth. How to find the depth? What is given? Hint. Mass is 90 gram. 90 by 1000 kg, 0.09 kg. To find the force, after 10 seconds, the stone reaches at the bottom of the deep well. Time G equal 9.8 meter per second square. What is the depth? H equal ut plus half gt square. Here the initial velocity of the stone is 0. U is 0 times 10 half g 9.8 times 10 square. Dot meter. And if you can find V, final velocity also, V equal U plus gt. U 0, G 9.8 times 10, 98 meter per second. The stone falls with the high velocity of 98 meter per second. How to find F? F equal MA or mg. force. Force mass is 0.09 and G is 9.8 Newton. If you have to find kinetic energy, half mv square. In this way, you can practice and lot more. Lesson 2, you need force. And next time I will solve some more questions.